Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Ketholina with the evening news. The headlines. Union Minister Bhupender Yadav says more than 4 crore unorganized workers have registered in the eShram portal. Centre says it has given note for 157 new medical colleges since 2014. World Bank President David Malpass reaffirms international financial institutions' strong commitment to India, and International Monetary Fund commends Indian government's swift and substantial response to the COVID-19 pandemic. As India is on the verge of vaccinating 100 crore people against COVID-19, All India Radio salutes all the people, doctors, nurses and others who made this possible. At the same time, we caution our listeners that the battle against COVID is not yet over. We appeal to our listeners who are yet to fully get vaccinated to get vaccinated at the earliest and also help others to get vaccinated. During the festival season, please follow these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, maintain 6 feet for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact national helpline numbers 011-2397-8046 and 1075 and state helpline number 1800-345-0019. And now the news in detail. Union Minister for Labour and Employment Bhupender Yadav said more than 4 crore unorganized workers have registered in the eShram portal, the country's first national database on unorganized workers. In a tweet, Yadav said that by registering, the unorganized sector workers will be able to get the benefits of government schemes. For online registrations, individual workers can use eShram's mobile application or the website. They can also visit the Common Service Centers, State Seva Kendra, Labour Facilitation Centers, selected post offices of Department of Post Digital Seva Kendras to register themselves on this portal. After registration at the portal, the unorganized workers will receive a digital eShram card and they can view their profiles through portal or mobile app. If a worker is registered at the eShram portal and meets with an accident, the person will be eligible for 2 lakh rupees in case of death or permanent disability and 1 lakh rupees on partial disability. Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has informed that the central government has given note to as many as 157 new medical colleges in India since 2014 and spent a total of 17,700 crore rupees on them. The Union Health Ministry's response to a new Right to Information Act query mentioned that these medical institutes were approved under Centrally Sponsored Scheme, CSS. Furthermore, the Union Health Ministry also said that under the CSS, since 2014, about 2,450 crore rupees has been given for the upgradation of existing state government or central government medical colleges to increase MBBS seats in the country. International Monetary Fund, IMF, has commended Indian government's swift and substantial response to the COVID-19 pandemic and noted that there is possibility of faster than expected recovery. IMF said its directors commended the Indian government's response to the pandemic, which includes scaled-up support to vulnerable groups, monetary policy easing and liquidity provision, accommodative financial sector and regulatory policies, and continued structural reforms. IMF's executive board held consultations with India to assess the state of its economy and finances. IMF said despite the pandemic, India continued to introduce structural reforms, including labor reforms and a privatization plan. IMF noted that India is among the fastest growing economies in the world in the decade before the pandemic, lifting millions out of poverty. Detection of 40 new COVID-19 positive cases has taken the cumulative caseload in Nagaland to 31,611. In addition, 28 recovered cases were also reported. Of the new cases, 24 cases were reported in Tuensang, 6 in Longlang, 5 in Kohima, 3 in Dimapur, and 1 each from Pak and Wokha. On the other hand, 14 recoveries were recorded from Kohima, 6 in Tuensang, 5 in Dimapur, 2 from Pak, and 1 from Mokokchung. No deaths were reported today. The total recovered cases stood at 29,667. The state's active case load stand at 248. Meanwhile, over 97 crore 65 lakh vaccine doses have been administered in the country so far under nationwide vaccination drive. The country's recovery rate also improved to 98.10%, which is the highest since March last year. This news comes to you from All India Radio Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on our YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. World Bank President David Malpass met Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman in Washington and discussed India's efforts on climate change action. In a statement, the World Bank said that they emphasized the need for scaling up climate finance for impactful projects in line with nationally determined contributions and development goals. Malpass also reaffirmed the international financial institutions' strong commitment to India across all World Bank Group entities, including the International Finance Corporation and the Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency. Union Minister for Minority Affairs Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi said, ensuring happiness in eyes and prosperity in life of every needy is the Modi mission. Naqvi said this during free of cost distribution of various medical aid equipment to Divyangjan and senior citizens at Mahatma Gandhi Stadium in Rampur, Uttar Pradesh today. Naqvi further said that during the last 7 years, the government has focused on good governance, inclusive development, and empowerment without appeasement of poor and weaker sections. The Navy's top commanders will hold their biannual meeting tomorrow to discuss the force's operational, logistical, and material preparedness and future plans. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh, Chief of Defense Staff General Bipin Rawat, and Navy Chief Admiral Karambir Singh will address the Navy commanders along with the chiefs of the Army and the Air Force. The 5-day Naval Commanders Conference will serve as a platform for naval commanders to discuss important maritime matters at the military strategic level. The Navy has been focused on being a combat-ready, credible and cohesive force, and despite the COVID-19 pandemic, continues to diligently execute its duties. All India Sainik School entrance exam for the academic year 2022-23 for Class 6 for boys and girls and Class 9 for boys will be conducted on 9th January next year. In a press release, Lieutenant Colonel Sumit K. Sharma, Public Relations Officer, Defence Kohima, said online registration has already been opened from 27 September and last date of online registration is 26 October. The press release further stated that interested candidates can apply online on aissee.nta.nic.in and www.sainikschoolpungwa.nic.in. And India clinched the South Asian Football Federation Championship for 8th time, defeating Nepal 3-0. Captain Sunil Chhetri scored the first goal in the final game, which also helped him level with Lionel Messi on 80 international goals. Notably, this is the Indian football team's first title victory under head coach Igor Stimac. The final was the 12th for the Indians in 13 editions, which also shows their domination in this regional tournament. To end the news, the headlines here again. Union Minister Bhupender Yadav says more than 4 crore unorganized workers have registered in the eShram portal. Centre says it has given note for 157 new medical colleges since 2014. World Bank President David Malpass reaffirms international financial institutions' strong commitment to India. And International Monetary Fund commends Indian government's swift and substantial response to the COVID-19 pandemic. That's all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.